being detained after he let the driver go, he went and swinging his hand at me. So I put my hands up because I thought he was going to punch me in the face, and our hands touched. But he then said, "Oh, you're trying to grab me?" And then he put his hands on me. But that was after I led him back to his car that was 35 feet away. So you tell me how I'm obstructing and resisting when I first backed up a little bit, and then when he said, "Go over to my car," I walked over his car 35 feet away. And then he reached out to grab me for no reason. According to objective law, according to Wilson versus Nevada, that clearly outlines what obstruction is, and I did not obstruct. Even if he did want me to back up 21 feet, which is what he said in court, there's no statute, code, or ordinance that says I have to back up 21 feet. Every time he tells me to back up, I take a step or two backwards just so that I'm not being too difficult. So he tells me to back up, I back up a little bit. He tells me to back up, I back up a tiny bit. But he never says, "I need you to back up 21 feet. That's called due notice. He has to give me due notice of what he wants me to actually do. But he didn't do that. And so he just said back up, and then we were going back and forth. The wind was blowing like crazy, probably 20-mile-an-hour winds. So I could barely hear him, and he could barely hear me. And then after I backed up 5-6 feet, he then let the driver go and arrested me for obstruction.
This is the whole part of the reason why I want to talk about this, because the whole idea that when you are the detainee of the state, when you're the detainee of the cop, you want somebody there with a camera filming. You want that. It says here that I refuse to comply with officer's board command to move away from the detainee. DeCastro asserts numerous causes of action under the theory that the Las Vegas Metro Police Department defendants wrongfully arrested him for discriminatory reasons for exercising his First Amendment right to film. The instant motion seeks dismissal of the majority of DeCastro's claims for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted pursuant to Federal Civil Rules of Procedure 12B6. Specifically, the motion requests that court dismisses DeCastro's Fourth Amendment and Nevada state law false arrest and false imprisonment claims, first and eighth causes of actions. So now what they're saying here is that they are denying that I was wrongfully and falsely arrested and falsely put in prison. It was a false arrest and a false imprisonment. Now, when you take a look at that and you say, well, I was arrested for simply filming. That's all that I did. So then it is a false arrest and it is a false imprisonment.